Being from Atlanta, Georgia, I never knew the extensive beauty Texas has to offer. With every ecosystem from the coast, desert, mountains, to the panhandle plains, prairies, and lakes, I've been blessed to see it all as an intern with Texas Parks and Wildlife. Here's a glimpse of some of the amazing projects I've been documenting this summer. My first project entailed going out on Lake Austin with inland fisheries biologists. Using acoustic and sonar technologies that provide high-resolution images and sounds, we were able to get an estimate of the vegetation and fish biomass within the ecosystem. As I helped build the social media presence of Texas Parks and Wildlife Español, I was able to sit in on an Univision Despierta Austin interview with Leslie Montoya and inland fisheries biologist Marcos de Jesus.
Y precisamente de Parques y Vida Silvestre de Texas se encuentra con nosotros nuestro buen amigo y biólogo de pesca Marcos de Jesus. Marcos, gracias por acompañarnos.
Hola, Leslie, gracias por tenernos.
Later that week, I helped construct brush piles out of cedar trees to throw into Lake Austin. This creates more habitat for fish populations, which increases angler activity, boosting our local economy. I loved volunteering at the Raging Cajun event for Ojeda Middle School students to enjoy their last day of school. Students learned how to kayak, fish, and play other outdoor games with Parks and Wildlife employees. I then hit the road for Athens, Texas for National Fishing Day, when everyone in the state can fish for free. Here I visited the Texas Freshwater Fishery Center, one out of 5 fish hatcheries in the state, where they breed trout, catfish, and largemouth bass to restock lakes around Texas. I was able to see Governor Abbott sign the bill to ensure that 100% of all sporting goods sales tax goes to our state parks, and lucky enough to work with the iconic and threatened Texas horned lizard, reintroducing this key species into their historic grounds up at Muse Wildlife Management Area. One highlight of my internship was being able to assist wildlife biologists survey pronghorn out of a small fixed-wing aircraft out west in Van Horn, Texas. This project is done to monitor the overall populations of pronghorn, a species whose existence is an important indicator for ecosystem health. I also stayed on Elephant Mountain, where wildlife biologists are working on reintroducing the desert bighorn sheep into their native grassland area. I saw Senator Kirk Watson speak about water conservation.
We're Texans, and it's the greatest place on earth. But the truth of the matter is, we have a limited resource. It is a limited resource. Second, protection of that resource is not ipso facto being anti-business, and it's not anti-economics. In fact, they are tied together. Third, decisions need to be made based upon real science and not politics.
Some of the many topics covered during this Groundwater to Gulf workshop for teachers in Texas include native plants, caving and sinkholes, urban watersheds, water quality, and water conservation.
And then this one here, this one
I was even lucky enough to visit Palo Duro Canyon State Park, the nation's second largest canyon. Here I visited 3 different projects infrastructure is currently working on. The Canoncita project involves a renovation of a donated home into a state-of-the-art meeting hall for research and educational purposes. Another project being built is a modern camping loop with a stunning canyon as its backdrop. And one of my favorite projects I assisted with was longline fishing down in Galveston Bay with coastal fisheries biologists. We captured sharks and other fish to tag, weigh, and measure them for baseline data of what type of fish are in the Gulf.
14.5.
I visited the Sea Center in Lake Jackson, where they breed red drum, spotted sea trout, and flounder in order to supplement their natural populations, and experienced a boat patrol with the game wardens down in Galveston Bay as they did water safety checks and commercial fishing enforcement, ensuring the fishermen are abiding by rules and regulations. This is just a small snapshot of all the various exciting projects Texas Parks and Wildlife is involved in. With the goal of protecting our natural and cultural resources of Texas, I invite you to continue exploring all of the charm Texas Parks and Wildlife provides. And remember to always take advantage of being outdoors, because we all know that life is always better outside.